Welcome to my views on news. An important development has happened in the last few hours. Ethiopian government spokesperson, Federal Communication Minister, was interviewed by the BBC. He was asked questions about the withdrawal of non-ENDF forces from Tigray. Non-ENDF means Eritrean military, Amhara forces, and what he said is alarming. It means that everything is not going according to the peace agreement signed 10 days ago, more than 10 days ago, around 15 days ago now. So it seems that if issues are not resolved immediately as soon as possible, we could see some problems for this peace agreement. Will it hold? Secondly, Afar Somali region border, where once again clashes erupted today, several injured and killed. Details for you. ISA Liberation Front. A new liberation front is emerging from Somali region side. Firstly, viewers, withdrawal of Eritrean military and Amhara forces is one of the key demands of Tigray regional government. Disarming of Tigray forces is a key demand of Ethiopian federal government, perhaps Eritrean government as well. When the peace agreement was signed in Pretoria, South Africa on the 2nd of November, there was no mention of withdrawal of EDF and non-ENDF forces from Tigray. Rather, in that agreement, it was mentioned that TPLF will surrender all heavy weapons and light weapons in 1 month. That by the 2nd of December, TDF will surrender, TPLF or TDF will surrender all heavy weapons and light weapons. But the decision will be taken keeping in view Tigray security situation. Then in Nairobi, Kenya, talks were held, and we saw details of disarmament. In that declaration signed by Tadesse Verede of Tigray military and Brano Jula of Ethiopian National Defense Force, they agreed that withdrawal of non-ENDF forces and foreign forces and a disarmament of Tigray fighters will be simultaneous. At the same time, both developments will happen. We were unable to understand how the two things will progress side by side. Now, Tigray wants withdrawal of all forces before the start of disarmament of its fighters. And in Nairobi, Kenya, when the declaration was signed, Ethiopian federal government indirectly confirmed that there were foreign forces in Tigray, Eritrean military. Ethiopian government, Eritrean government never formally admitted that Eritrean military was in Tigray. But in that agreement of Nairobi, Kenya, there was mention of foreign forces. It means that Ethiopian government admitted in that declaration that foreign forces means Eritrean military was in Tigray. Now, Tigray wants withdrawal of Eritrean military and Amhara forces first. Then it says its fighters will surrender heavy weapons and light arms. The other side, Ethiopian government wants TPLF fighters to start surrendering their heavy weapons first. So it means that there seems to be a deadlock. Lagase Tolo is Ethiopian communication minister. A few hours ago, he was interviewed by the BBC. the host asked a question about the disarmament of TPLF combatants, Tigray fighters, and withdrawal of Eritrean military and Amhara forces from Tigray. What did he say? He said that non-ENDF forces from Tigray, they'll withdraw from Tigray as soon as Tigray fighters are disarmed. It means that Lagasatolo is saying that first of all, Tigray fighters must be disarmed. After that, Eritrean military and non-ENDF, other Ethiopian forces, they'll withdraw from Tigray. So the two sides are taking conflicting positions about these two important articles of peace agreement. There seems to be a deadlock. I have been saying for the past few days that if implementation of the agreement is delayed, it will lead to complications, and that is what we are seeing. Withdrawal of Eritrean military and Amhara forces is not a simple issue. From which areas will Eritrean military withdraw? Will it withdraw from Zalambasa and Badme too? Withdrawal of Amhara forces is an even more complex issue. Will Amhara forces withdraw from Volkayet and Raya? Amhara region says Volkayet, Raya are part of Amhara region. So this withdrawal of Amhara forces in Eritrean military is a very complex issue. And Tigray now says it will surrender heavy weapons after the start of withdrawal of Amhara forces and Eritrean military from Tigray. So there seems to be a deadlock now regarding the implementation of the peace agreement. Let's hope, let's pray that things are resolved, issues are resolved peacefully and peace agreement holds. Millions have been displaced, tens of thousands have been killed. The two sides must adhere to their commitments, otherwise this prolonged deadlock could be a threat to the peace agreement. Secondly, viewers, Afar Somali region border, I have been reporting for the last 2 years about off and on clashes between Afars and Somalis in border areas. Garbaise, Ondofo, and another place are disputed between Afars and Somalis. A few weeks ago, Afar forces took control of some territories which were inhabited by Somalis too. Then last week, there was resumption of fighting between the two sides. There was de-escalation after a day or two of fighting. And today, fighting resumed between Afar and Somali militias and local tribes. Near Garbaise, fighting is being reported in 3 places. Casualties on both sides are being reported. Cause of conflict is the same. Border areas, some are strategic areas situated close to Ethiopia-Djibouti highway. For decades, these two regions, their local tribes, local militias have been involved in border clashes. Despite some political engagements as well, the two regions could not resolve their border dispute. A new group has emerged in the Somali region reportedly. It's called Isa Liberation Front, ILF. It is said that this group wants to push Afars from their newly captured areas. So overall situation on Afar Somali region border is deteriorating. No signs of any solution to this border issue. In the previous video, I reported about drone strikes and fighting in Dera Warada, which is on Oromia Amhara border. And in that video, I said that these border disputes are cause of armed conflicts which lead to casualties, civilians are killed, women, children suffer. That is what is happening. You see that there was fighting in Dera yesterday, and today there is fighting on Afar Somali region border. Casualties on both sides being reported. I think federal government should intervene. These two regions cannot resolve their border issues. Federal government, federal forces, they should intervene. Djibouti should be involved as well. A separate peace initiative should be launched to put an end to this conflict going on for decades. Thank you for watching.